Okay. No, that's the brace it goes. Okay. Sorry, guys. If you hear that rain, it's because it's raining. Um. All right. No, we're touching the screen. No. Did I accidentally change the filter more than I? No, pop, no pop, pop. The reason why I'm adding pop is because, sorry, this first 30 seconds of waste. Anyways, yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to my live. My live. Oh my god, like, what? I don't know what that. I should probably stop doing that. That's very unbecoming. It's like, yo, shut up. Why did you just do that? Don't do that again. Um, we put on the pop filter because it's currently like 5 a.m. and I feel like I look tired. Then again, I'm like always on live. I feel like on this time, my sleep is fucked. This studio filming. We didn't leave the studio to the studio at 3 a.m. I was filming Magic Remote Part 3, and this thing is a banger. I wrote it last minute. It was not supposed to be today. We were supposed to do the "Have you seen Michael? He's evil." But the two lead actor and actress, unfortunately canceled. One didn't even one kind of ghosted. I hope they're okay. And then the other one, it was due to severe flooding. Flash flood warning. Like it literally said in Burbank, Van Nuys, North Hollywood, this area, life threatening or threatening to life and property. So we couldn't get the proper filming done today, but I did finish Magic Remote Part 3, something that I was considering on doing. I haven't done it since May. I did Part 1 February, and then I believe I did Part 2. It was late May, early June. I think late May. And so, this one literally is out January. This is way overdue. But I wasn't planning on doing Magic Remote again. But I did do it because I feel like I needed an idea last second. But I was like, I had this lingering thought that, man, if I did Magic Remote and both parts went viral on TikTok and YouTube, and it was outside the studio, everything in the studio does better on average. So I'm like, fuck, if I do this series in the studio, this is gonna be a hit. So the only video I filmed was Magic Remote Part 3 today. And on YouTube, getting 20 million views is typically $1,000 for the creator fund. Part 1 got over 8 million. Part 2 got over 3 million. So I'm thinking the studio has to at least get 3 to 5 million. Which if it does that, 3 to 5, if it gets 5 million, that's a fourth of 1,000, so that'd be 250. If it gets 3 to 5 million, if it's like 2 or 3 million, I break even with the money I spent on the studio night. If we get 5 to 10 million, which I predict it's gonna get closer to 10 million, if not more than 10 million, like some of the other videos are predicted, that got 10 million. I feel like this video is a banger. I am telling you, it is a banger. If it gets 10 million, I won't be surprised. So I think it was a smart move getting it done, and still moving forward despite cancellations, still filming the studio. We got one banger, and I think that one banger, because I could repost it even down the line, I know for a fact it's gonna more than pay itself off. So it was definitely worth it. That being said, before we get too deep into the live, let's topic life in Ohio versus life in LA. Life in Ohio versus life in LA. Life in Ohio versus life in LA. I couldn't even get that out. Anyways, as I said, it's like 5 a.m. You guys are probably wondering, Shane, why are you on live? Why not just go to bed and go live in the next morning? Well, here's the thing. I already skipped enough lives when I was in Ohio. I don't want to be any more inconsistent, but also I don't want to go on live more than every 2 days, meaning like every other day is the minimum interval I want between my lives. So I didn't go on live for I think it was a week to two when I went to Ohio. So I'm going on live today because I want to go on live. Wait, today is technically Monday. I was about to say Saturday. That's how fast time flies. I wanted to do this live today, life in Ohio versus life in LA, because I want to do the podcast vibe check, bring that back Wednesday, because Robbie and I said Wednesday. So if I did it tomorrow, which would be Tuesday, that's like a back-to-back live posting shindig thing that I don't want. It's just gonna affect views. Not many people are gonna watch. It's like, oh, I just watched them live yesterday. It's like 2 days is minimum. I would like to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, take the weekend off, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday again, obviously. That way there's some more gap. Anyways, wow, we're 5 minutes in this live, not even talking about the topic. anyone's surprised, I'm like blah 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 blah. My mind is everywhere right now. Like every time I'm after the studio, I feel like because it takes so much time, there's catching up on my phone, or I still got to schedule my YouTube post. I still got to make dinner. I got to get ready, go to bed, like shower and brush my teeth. I still got to lift. Oh my God, maybe I should just do a double and move it to tomorrow. Now I might have to move that. This is ridiculous. My life is crazy. If I lift, I'm not going to be in bed till like 7 a.m. earliest. Fuck. Okay, topic. So pretty much I want to talk about this also not only for, number reasons, analytical reasons, logic reasons. I don't what logistics. What I want to talk about life in Ohio versus life in LA while my mind is so fresh because I just got back from Ohio. As I was saying, I was in Ohio. So pretty much life in Ohio is very different than life in LA. Oh, big surprise. Okay, let's just hop right into it. Life in Ohio is like this huge comfort zone. Literally, bunch of NPCs, bots. Like my old roommate Noah D would always say like, "Oh yeah, they're NPCs." I'm like, "What the hell does that mean?" Everyone is saying NPCs now, but literally like NPCs. It's just like it's always instead of like, "Oh, that's expensive. We should like think outside the box." Challenge ourselves, work harder to obtain that of which we envy. Instead, it's, well, that's expensive. We should just live here and, where it's affordable, or, oh, well, that's kind of unrealistic. We should get a corporate America job. It'll pay the bills. It has security. Fuck security. Fuck this comfort zone. Like, you have to get out of your comfort zone to grow. And in Ohio, it's like, oh, I want to go to LA. LA? I don't know. Everything is more than double there. How could you even enjoy LA? It's so expensive. It's like reason not to leave Ohio. Don't go to LA and chase the creator dream. It's too expensive. Although some can afford it, but we're going to need that security. We're going to have to work 8 to 5. I'm going to lay out corporate America for you. You're going to find a girl, get married, buy a house. You already went to high school and college, which I read it out for you as well. This life that's being written out, the standard, that's Ohio. And speaking of marriage, all these, good friends of mine, the reason why I put in quotes good friends is because ironically, well, not even ironic, ironically because, with Christ, this is by far the happiest I've ever been. And I think the most mature and empathetic. So I would typically say, thinking logically, animosity, arguments, whatever with friends would be very limited. And it is. It wasn't like arguments. It was just ironic that at this happiest time of my life, I've lost like at the same time this month so many people, not that many. It's not like people that you wouldn't think would be gone. People that you would think would be in it for the long run. Even debatably to the day I die, ironically at the happiest time of my life. And even still, those people have left. Now, I will say this. That being said, because I was going somewhere with that, I don't even know where I was going with that. It's not even because, it's so like sad and I lost my thought. I am tired. I hope I don't look too tired, but wait, what? Could someone comment what I was just saying? I was saying like comfort zone, corporate America, and could someone please comment? I'm gonna waste time a lot. Could someone please right now comment what I was just saying? Right before I said my friends, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna have to just keep talking. Someone please comment. With Christ? Okay, wait, what was I saying? Was I saying about Christ? I think I was saying something along the lines of that even right now with like friends leaving, and it's ironic at this time because of them leaving, being happy, despite no. What I say before Christ and being happy and bringing up my friends? What was I just saying? We're getting closer. Oh my God, I'm wasting so much time. This is so annoying. Guys, please don't leave aside. Please bear with me. I'm working here. I'm grinding a lot. I'm like trying to keep up. Oh man, I don't know what I was saying. I was something. Okay, let me jog my memory. Cover my tracks. I told you guys about the comfort zone out of Ohio. Got it. I think I got it. Everyone is laying out this corporate America. Hey, get married, do this, go to high school, college. And yeah, even friends will be like, oh, hey, like, LA is way too expensive, thinking of reasons to stay comfortable, stay in their comfort zone. And, even with friends and, unfortunately, losing them recently and, trusting in Christ and the plan and being the happiest I've ever been. Like, Ohio broke me. Like, Ohio literally gave me so much anxiety. I felt so limited. It's so cold. It's like, there's no creators. I'm not just like saying like, oh, because you're not a video creator or because I'm a video creator, Ohio's bad. It's just like, if you do anything that's outside of this, anything creative, really, anything that's outside of like 8 to 5, 40 grand a year sales job, entry level, like they don't even need a degree. I can't remember what I was saying. Someone please comment more stuff. This is going to eat me alive of what I was saying before I brought up my friends in the first place. I feel like I was babbling so much, no one's going to even remember, but, wow, I don't know. But I will say, yeah, even with, got it! Friends getting married! I was talking about marriage. That was so little. And I know a lot of you guys watching this live, you might have to rewind and you're thinking like, wait, what was he talking about? It was marriage. It was the fact, I was like, yeah, like get married, your life planned out for you. Where a lot of my friends in Ohio, and I was saying, despite any animosity, I'm not saying this because of any drama or like letting go of them, whatever. But what I was trying to say is that, and this is such a little thing, but it was going to kill me if anything about it, was that all these people, like, I said in quotes, friends, because, that's right, yeah, in quotes, friends, because not really friends anymore. Although there are some, what I'm about to say, not my closest, but there are a decent amount of friends I went to college with who are pretty close, who were really close back then, but now pretty close, like, kind of like, talk here and there, not too much. They're all married. I just found out 2 of my old best friends, who again, no animosity with this, but like, we're just friends. It's just like, you distance, so. But they're about to have kids. And I'm like, holy shit, like, you get out of college, you're like 22, 23. Where's the time to chase your career? Where's the time to live your life and have your independent dreams, ambitions, goals? It's like, yeah, 23, do a sales, not sales, like entry-level job out of college. Damn, rain's really picking up. But entry-level job out of college, you're working 1 or 2 years, you're 25. And right now, 25, about to have kids, buying a house. Like, my friends are literally having kids, and I'm 26. They're 25, 26, literally about to have a kid or having kids, buying a house or have bought a house, getting married, engaged, or are married. And I'm like, no matter what, you're settling down. If you're having a kid, buying a house, and getting married, you are settling down. That is the definition of settling down. But I'm like, okay, at what point prior to this did you you spent over 40, 50 grand in college, right? It's like, yeah, okay. So at what point prior to this did you live out your dreams? Your dream wasn't going to high school and college, and you can't fully live out your dream when you're taking care of a fucking kid. You know what I mean? Like, you love your kid. You're going to give everything in your attention. You're going to do as much for your kid as you can, as much for your wife as you can. You literally have bought a house. You're married. You need to take care of your family. You can't go out and, independently chase your goals and dreams and do all this that, you could have done. You need to take care of your responsibilities now, which is fine. It works for people. It works for some people. Man, this rain's really picking up. I'm so sorry about this. Honestly, this constant rain in Los Angeles recently is so annoying. I moved to Ohio. That's another thing. Ohio, shitty weather, rain, snows. You'll have a week or 2 straight, not even a glimpse of sun. Literally, imagine waking up gray skies every day, rainy, snowy. Even in summer, it could be pouring a week straight. And then it's sunny one day, 70 degrees, 30 cloudy the next day. 50 or whatever. It just all over, no consistency, and you need consistency. There's no consistency. It's all over the place. You can't plan things. It's outside of your control. Comfort zone, plan laid out for you, NPCs. There are some gems in Ohio. There's some people that are really cool, obviously, but in general, it's like, it's so limiting. And there are other people who moved out of Ohio that are doing bigger things now. And they're like, yeah, I cannot stand Ohio. I know exactly what you're talking about because it's like a cage. You're like trapped. In LA, I'll talk a little bit more about LA. You wake up, other than the last week that has been constantly raining, and my buddies are like, yeah, like, we have not experienced something like this as bad before in LA. Like, it'll rain. If it rains one day, or you're not seeing it raining again for a long time. 2 days in a row, rare. 3, get out. A week straight, which is what's happening? What? Crazy. And I just got back from Ohio. I'm dealing with this shit. Insane. The fact is that LA, you wake up, you got like beautiful weather. Always 70, 80, nice. Sometimes 90s in the summer. Yeah, it gets hot, but winter never really gets too cold other than at night. You know, it gets colder, obviously, but no, it's very comfortable, very beautiful. There's not a plan written out for you here. A lot of people here are not even from here. A lot of people here, you have diversity. They, are independent. They're chasing their goals. They moved out here for a reason. Yeah, you could say like LA, things are more expensive. Okay, yeah, but you do make more money here. I'm a richer man in general because I'm in LA. If I was in Ohio, I would have less money, despite less bills. There's a bigger pie here. There's more money to be made. And if you play your cards right, there's a lot of money to be made. With, little increased stuff here and there. People fabricate that. They're like, oh, yeah, like, okay, rent. Yeah, you can get a single in Ohio for $1,000. Single here about $2,000. Yeah, rent's more like double, okay. Gas is honestly maybe it was like 75 cents, $1 more expensive than Ohio compared to when I went back several times. Clothes, other stuff is maybe like a buck more. It's very minimal. Very minimal. The only relevant is rent, which is like, okay, that's a pretty big thing. But at the end of the day, take the average income in California, compare it to Ohio, take the difference of what you're spending in rent. I argue you'll be making more money. There's just more opportunity here. And if you play your cards right and you get out of your comfort zone, you're continually growing, you're going to get that pie. So LA, I'm not saying it's perfect. Like, yeah, there's a lot more homeless. You go to Hollywood, that's really where Hollywood Walk of Fame. You see a lot of it there. Where I'm at, you don't really see any of it. I haven't hardly even seen any homeless people walking outside, but more in Van Nuys, like more of the less luxurious areas. I'm in a more luxurious area now. So I don't really see it as much. But yeah, Hollywood, you'll see it. Traffic. Honestly, like Ohio traffic at rush hour isn't the best either. It's no like, oh, this is way better. Like, it's significantly better. I will say that, but it's not like enough to where you're just like, wow, like Ohio, like it's not like you're thinking like you're just breezy roads, no traffic, LA's packed. It's like, you have to consider this. Ohio, yeah, you might not have the organic overload population of people in traffic, but what Ohio does have is blizzards, snow, several feet high at times. Roads need to be plowed. People are driving 10 miles on the road, not to slip on black ice. Car accidents, liability. You got all this shit. And then, yeah, there may not be a ton of cars. It'll take you longer to get from point A to B than what in LA at times because you're driving in life-threatening conditions sometimes. Like literally, sometimes the roads are so bad. Schools are closed, obviously, snow days. Fucking, you can't go to work. It's like below 0 degrees. Snow, like New York, Buffalo, they even have it worse out east, but you're limited. Ohio, and then LA, you don't have that. You don't really have that. So it's like, yeah, you can say traffic, Ohio roads, you can say weather. LA, you can say, hey, double the rent. Okay? Look at the average income. You're probably going to be making more. The rent won't even matter. Gas, everything else, very minimal. Everything is fabricated. Because Ohioans or people just in general out east in that area are just like, they have to come up with reasons not to grow and get out of the comfort zone. It's just to move to LA, across the country, reestablish, find purpose, a job there, meet new network, pay off current debts. It's a lot. I get it. It's a ton. I understand. But at the end of the day, though, you're going to be stagnant and not happy if you're not growing. You're limiting yourself. And I'm not saying, oh, hey, Ohio, if you live in Ohio, you're wrong. You need to get out and go to California. I'm not saying that. This live is telling you my own opinions from my experience. I lived in Ohio majority of my life, and I lived in Los Angeles the last several years. With credibility, I'm telling you, like, hey, like between these two places, Ohio, you can group to like pretty much east-ish. Like my buddy Noah D, who lives in New Jersey, he said New Jersey like the same thing as Ohio. It was crazy. I called my buddy Noah D, who were roommates in California. I met him in California, and here because he lives in Jersey, I live in Ohio. Well, his family lives in Jersey. My family lives in Ohio. When I go back to Ohio with my family, for the few times I do go back, or the few amount of days I am back out of the year, but Noah moved back because he saw some opportunity with video creation in Jersey. However, when I called him, like, dude, I gotta get out of Ohio. Like, I've been in Ohio for half a week, and I'm already like, this is kind of draining. I gotta get back to LA. He's like, dude, I already left New Jersey. I'm on my way to Georgia for exactly what you're saying. NPCs, bots. Like, no one wants to drive in Ohio more than 30 minutes away. Like, it's far. It's out of your city. To you, it's far. It's like over 30 minutes. Even one of my best friends, I was like, yo, bro, mind if I drive to Kent? 30 minutes from Solon where we were at. Sorry, Siren. But I was like, yo, mind if we drive 30 minutes to Kent? I want to get a boba. It's only boba shop. Oh, yeah, and far less boba in Ohio. I only know one boba shop close in Ohio. Here in LA, there's a boba every 5 minutes away. It's crazy. Boba, not much in Ohio. But the one boba shop that is in Ohio that I know of, yeah, 30 minutes away, we're in Solon. My buddy's like, I don't want to go out of town tonight. But ever in Ohio, it's like, let's just stay here. It's always like, oh my God. Imagine being used to this mindset and then moving somewhere new, and the weather's beautiful, way more money, opportunity. Honestly, people more genuine here. Everyone's like more open to what you're doing. They're not like as judgy. Like, oh, LA people, well, they're really fake and shallow. Yeah, you're gonna get some fake and shallow people for sure here. I met a lot of fake and shallow people in even Ohio. I don't really see a difference. I think people, based on where they live, are like, oh yeah, people here are very shallow because I don't get along with them. I think they would have the same mindset they live somewhere else. It's like people are fake in general. Like people, it's not like on the other side of the world or like the country even, you know, like take a 4-hour flight to East from LA to East and like, oh, then you're in an area of like angels and sweethearts. No, like there's some douchebags there too. I'm telling you this very forward and blunt. So yeah, pretty much people, LA, Ohio, similar. They're not, it's not like this drastic difference, but it's not like LA people are a lot more mean. It's pretty similar, but in my opinion, at least for what I do, it's even better. People are like people are even nicer in my opinion because, in Ohio, it's like you're filming, you're not working 8 to 5. What are you doing? It's like so judgy and so NPC. LA, it's like, oh, making content. It's like, yeah, me too. It's like, yeah, I'm on the new thing now. Yeah, I'm trying to build my business. You got entrepreneurs out of your ass in LA. So much entrepreneurship here. Ohio, no. Entry-level jobs, 40, 50K, 8 to 5. It's not the game. So LA, honestly, for me now, I'm happy to call home. Like in 2021, there were times going back to Ohio felt better, kind of like an escape. A breath of familiar fresh air. But fortunately now I'm like, yeah, like that's not it. LA, weather, people, price is not too bad. Opportunity to grow. I like it. Ohio was one of the most, like my last trip in Ohio was so mentally draining for me. So much anxiety, so much out of place. I felt like I was going 10 years back in time to when I was like 16 in high school. I'm 26 now, 10 years ago, 16 in high school. Not a driver's license yet. Stuck under my dad's roof, can't drive anywhere, shitty weather, a lot of things out of my control. And I just I was sad. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, this is 10 years ago, me. Why am I sitting in the same spot? Why am I dealing with the same complications and issues? I'm a 26-year-old man. I make pretty damn good money. I will be humble. I will say I make good money. But my mindset at the time, I'm thinking, I'm making pretty damn good money. I could get my own roof. I could get a car right now. I don't even have to deal with this weather. Like, yeah, I'm seeing my family. This is great. But at the end of the day, it's like, there's a lot more I can be doing, make more productive of my time, or I would be more productive of my time than just like dealing with this BS. Next time I'm gonna have to, if I go, like when I go back to Ohio, because I do have a brand deal there with Sheets. You guys may see my Sheets partnership there. I'm gonna have to limit the time even more. Get my own place. Excuse me. I can't be. I just can't be at Solon, at my parents' house, not under my own roof. I couldn't even go on live because my parents go to bed at 9, 10 o'clock. That I go to bed late. So like throughout the day, like editing takes like 4 hours earlier in the day. I gotta edit, film. I'm already doing like an 8-hour workday after my filming and editing. Like I don't have time to go on live. Like editing takes 3-4 hours. Filming, sometimes 4 to 5 to 6, even longer. So let's just say even editing takes 2 and filming takes 4. Posting and everything, scheduling an hour, calling up people, doing promos, emailing, planning shoots, whatever hour. I'm working at least 8 hours. So like to go on live, that's why it's always late. It's always like not the highest priority because I have all this other bullshit work I had to do. Not bullshit, but I need to find another way. I'm more working on balance and I'm finding ways to make it more efficient. But at the end of the day, going on live could be a challenge. And like, yeah, I wasn't even able to go on live in Ohio because like I'm gonna wake them up. It just, I just felt like everything I worked for, everything I have right now in life that I'm blessed for, it was all stripped for me and did not leave my mindset well at all. It was just, and people in Ohio, kind of shitty. Not everybody, but I think seasonal depression, there's no one's like, hey, it's just very, hey, what are you doing? Oh, nothing. Any new updates? When even my other buddy Robbie was telling me when he goes back to Ohio, ask friends, hey, anything new? No. Okay, any goals? Anything different with the living situation? No, I'm still at my parents' place saving money. Okay, so what's up? Oh, tell me what you've been doing. You're like the adventures guy. I'm like in Ohio, it's like always like saying my stories because Ohio, there's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to do. There's nothing new. Nothing moves. So yeah, a lot of other people I know who are grinding right now, God of Ohio, they have a very similar mindset. Like I'm not saying anything I'm saying right now is groundbreaking. It's not like new. Like this is like if you know, you know. But at the end of the day, I want to talk about the differences and that. Yeah, way bigger fan of LA. Like yeah, Ohio has its strengths. Like what I do like about Ohio sometimes. I do like how it can be more quiet in the way of like, because there's less people. Even in grocery stores, like there is less. Sometimes it's nice to kind of have like the gym empty, a grocery store pretty much empty, and just kind of like social anxiety wise, not that I have it, but like, socially wise, it's a lot less draining dealing with less people at times. It's sometimes it's nice to walk in nowhere out having to talk to anybody or, oh, excuse me, I'm gonna grab my stuff without interruption. I'm gonna get out and have peace. Sometimes it can be more peaceful. Sometimes I do love a gray sky, rainy day. It's relaxing, especially at staying at home days, which I guess would only be due to rain days. But pretty much when you want to rest and it just happens to be like a cloudy day and rainy and you want to chill, it's actually so nice. That's one thing I do like about Ohio. Oh, and I have to emphasize this. To end this live, I will say this. To end this live, one thing I want to emphasize is, yes, Ohio, speaking of weather and having some cloudy days, it is nice. But I do love the fall in Ohio, meaning like the trees, the colors, the leaves, the weather is still warm. It's still nice. It's a vibe. I do like the fall. It's a seasonal change. My birthday and Halloween are in the fall. Our college homecoming was in the fall. A lot of events, a lot of good things in the fall. Fall always just had it's good. So at the end of the day, Ohio does have its strengths. The fall, some of the cloudy days, sometimes having it a little slower, less people, less crowded, more peace of mind. But to look at the bigger picture with everything LA has to offer, which I emphasized earlier in this live, I don't think you can compare the two. And honestly, I'm living in LA for a reason. If I loved Ohio that much, I wouldn't live in Los Angeles. It has its strengths, but I would say I got to give it to LA. And based on, how you guys live your life and what you guys like to do, you could see, if Ohio is better suited for you than LA and have your own opinion on this live, which is totally fine. I respect it. But at the end of the day, I want to tell you guys my experience. I thought it'd be valuable and entertaining to tell you guys that, hey, this is what Ohio is kind of like. This is what LA is like. I used to love Ohio, saw LA. I'm like, now going back to Ohio makes me even more grateful for what I have in LA. And yeah, in general, that's pretty much it, guys. So at the end of the day, um, I'm very grateful for living in Ohio for the time I did. I guess Ohio, another thing I guess it has is Solon Public School. Solon Public Schools, whatever, and Solon in general. Um, I don't know how long ago exactly, but while I was in high school, so I guess it had to be at least 10 years ago, Solon was voted the best city to live in the country with the best school system. Or it was third best city to live in the country. I believe it was Solon best in the country, number one school system. You can look on Business Insider or like Forbes, I think. But if you look on Google, Solon schools best in country, you're gonna see it or something at least very similar. So like I was able to get a very good education in I guess what was said to be the best area to go to school in the country. Um, I was able to go to Kent State, meet the people I did, start in Kent, and like go to LA. Like I'm grateful for everything I did in Ohio. But now that LA is just, I believe it's now just offering more. At least it makes more sense to me. So bottom line, guys, yeah, that's the bottom line. I hope I provided enough insight on the two. But yeah, overall, I'll still be back in Ohio because I have to go back for Sheetz brand deals and to see my family and to get my hair cut. So yeah, and in Ohio, my hairdresser, the only woman I generally think can cut my hair the right way. There's only one. Her name is Amber, and she works in Ohio. And so Ohio does have my hairstyle lady, which is I can't say that's a strength for Ohio. That's just coincidence and personal only to me. But Ohio does have that. So at the end of the day, I'll be back in Ohio every 3 months to do a Sheetz promo, see family, and get my hair cut. So I'll still be there. I'm not saying, oh, Ohio sucks. And then you guys always see me in Ohio. Kind of like, what the fuck? But I will be back every 3 months. But in general, LA takes the cake. And yeah. So bottom line, I keep saying bottom line, but that's my live. This live is 32 minutes. I don't want to keep it too long. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this provided some insights, details, maybe helps any of you guys out if you're thinking about moving to LA or afraid to move somewhere out of your comfort zone because where you're from, a bunch of these NPCs are telling you, well, it's expensive and I don't know, you're going to have to find a job. Don't listen to that bullshit. If it's expensive, okay. I know I'm smart. I will find a way to make more money, less work, and afford that. You watch me. You tell them that. No, I will not limit myself and stay here like you and the rest of everyone. I'm not just going to stay here because you guys think that's too expensive. You guys don't have it in you to figure out a way to afford it. And that's better. I'm going to get that. Challenge yourself. Don't, fall for this BS. I can't stand it. It makes me so mad thinking of that NPC mindset. Like, no growth, no point. I got to talk to Rob. No growth, no point. I like that. Anyways, so guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll be back on Wednesday. I'll be back on live Wednesday with Vibe Check with Robbie. So we're bringing back the podcast. We haven't really missed many episodes at all, but unfortunately due to the holidays, due to going back to Ohio in the holidays, I wasn't consistent in my podcast. And so also I'm in Ohio. I'm like laying in my bed, kind of frustrated. I'm like, man, like I can't even go on live. Couldn't even sucked. Anyways, I don't want to miss any more lives. So I'm on live with you guys now. I'll be on live with you guys Wednesday. I'm live every other day right now. So after we do Wednesday, I'll knock another live out Friday. I already have the topic. I'm going to try to do this heartbreak video. But if I film Friday, definitely won't happen because it's live. It's going to take a little bit longer. But then, yeah, we're back to the same schedule then and then not going live for Saturday and Sunday. And we're back at it Monday. So we're not going to do like 4 or 5 lives. It's just going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That is it. Simple. Back on routine as we should be. So guys, thank you so much again. Today you're looking tired. I'm always looking tired in life. I don't want to look tired. Like I just filmed Magic Remote Part 3 and we went all out. Like I still have to work. I still got to schedule my posts, eat, get ready for bed. There's so much work to do. I'm going to get off live and stop talking. Thank you guys for watching. Follow me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, at Shane Hackey, YouTube Shane Hackey. There's too many platforms. Look, just follow me on anything you can. If you don't, whatever. It's okay. I love you guys regardless. Just keep watching the videos. Let's stay intact, keep the community going, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you, guys.